Wednesday, August 23rd, 2023. Evening edition. Please pardon any visual and informational inaccuracies in this entirely AI-generated video.
Good evening, dear viewers. I am your news anchor, Jeter Pennings. Thank you for tuning into the future of news, AGNDD, aka Intellireport. I will be assisted by my AI-generated colleagues in summarizing the news. In today's headlines, Melissa Joan Hart almost fired for Maxim shoot. Microsoft adds Python integration to Excel. Fantasy football quarterback draft tiers and salary values. 2 more Coloradans die from West Nile virus. San Francisco faces surge in fentanyl overdose deaths. Barbie rehearsal footage shows Ryan Gosling cracking up. Newly discovered black hole hints at new physics, and more. But first, this day in history.
August 23rd in history. August 23rd, 476. Odoacer, chieftain of the Germanic tribes Herulic, Scirian Foederati, is proclaimed Rex Italiae, king of Italy, by his troops.
Today's obituaries. Jose Luis Alvarez. Brief Wikipedia summary. The article is about the death of Jose Luis Alvarez, a Spanish politician who served as the mayor of Madrid, Minister of Transport and Minister of Agriculture. Francisco Dornelles. Brief Wikipedia summary. Francisco Dornelles, an 88-year-old Brazilian politician, has passed away. He served as the acting governor of Rio de Janeiro, a senator, and the Minister of Labour during his career. Terry Funk. Brief Wikipedia summary. Terry Funk, a legendary professional wrestler and actor, has passed away at the age of 79. He had a successful career spanning over 50 years and was known for his hardcore wrestling style. Funk was widely regarded as one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. Warren Hoger. Brief Wikipedia summary. Warren Hoge, an American journalist known for his work at the New York Times, has died at the age of 82 from pancreatic cancer. Aharon Levron, 93, Israeli general. Austin Robertson Jr., brief Wikipedia summary. Austin Robertson Jr., a renowned Australian rules footballer, passed away at the age of 80. He had an illustrious career playing for Subiaco and South Melbourne and was inducted into the Australian Football Hall of Fame in 2015. Theun Stofberg, brief Wikipedia summary. The article is about the life and career of Theun Stofberg, a former South African rugby union player. He played for various teams and was the captain of the national team. Unfortunately, he passed away in a traffic collision at the age of 68. Notable Russian people presumed dead in the 2023 Tver plane crash. Yevgeny Prigozhin. Brief Wikipedia summary. The article provides information about Yevgeny Prigozhin, including his background as a catering executive, his role as a leader of the mercenary group Wagner, his involvement in Russian interference in US elections, his facing of economic sanctions and criminal charges, his rebellion against the Russian military, and his presumed death in a plane crash. Dmitry Utkin, brief Wikipedia summary. The article cannot be summarized in 40 words or less without repeating the given information. Amnon Ben-Tor, 88, Israeli archaeologist.
And now on to today's news. General news.
Teamster members ratified deal at UPS, putting strike threat to rest. CNN.
The Teamsters Union has ratified a 5-year deal with UPS, averting a potential strike. The contract, which had 86% approval, includes pay raises and improvements to working conditions. Despite some opposition from part-time workers, the pact had broad support among various worker groups.
Fantasy football rankings, quarterback draft tiers, including salary cap values, Yahoo Sports.
The article discusses the increasing importance of the quarterback position in fantasy football. It highlights how the position has become more athletic and run-friendly, leading to a rise in quarterback scoring. It suggests that the trend of late-round quarterback hunting may be changing as the position becomes more top-heavy. The article also provides a list of high-value quarterbacks for the upcoming season.
Microsoft announces Python and Excel, /.
This text is a quote from Dr. Lawrence J. Peters, suggesting that in any hierarchy, the best individuals rise to the top until they reach a point of decline or ineffectiveness.
California mountain and desert towns dig out of the mud. Politico.
Tropical storm Hillary, which originated as a hurricane in Mexico, has caused flooding and power outages in Nevada and prompted a boil water order for 400 households in Mount Charleston. Despite the damage, no serious injuries or deaths have been reported in California.
Business news.
Teamster members ratify deal at UPS, putting strike threat to rest, CNN.
The Teamsters Union has ratified a 5-year contract with UPS, averting a potential strike. The deal, supported by 86% of members, includes pay raises, improvements to working conditions, and elimination of a lower pay scale for newer workers. Despite increasing UPS's labor costs, the agreement is viewed positively due to the company's strong profits in recent years.
The experience-hungry American consumer is already crashing the economy into a rolling recession, Oxford Economics says. Fortune.
Oxford Economics lead U.S. economist Orrin Klotkin predicts a mild recession in late 2023. Despite many economists' optimistic outlooks, Klotkin argues the U.S. may already be experiencing a rolling recession with growth in some sectors and contraction in others. He believes the goods-producing industries like manufacturing and construction are already facing a downturn.
Elon Musk to strip headlines off news links on Twitter in latest overhaul, The Guardian.
Elon Musk's social media platform X, formerly known as Twitter, is set to change how news links appear, only showing the main image and not any text. This move, which could impact news publishers, may be an attempt to promote X's premium service.
Science news.
Invites digital content creators to cover Psyche launch to NASA.
First ever Jurassic vertebrate fossils discovered in Texas, SciTech Daily.
Scientists from the University of Texas at Austin have discovered the first ever Jurassic vertebrate fossils in Texas, specifically from a plesiosaur. The discovery fills a gap in the state's fossil history, offering insight into the prehistoric marine environment of the area.
Newly discovered black hole speed limit hints at new laws of physics. LiveScience.com.
Scientists have discovered a new maximum possible recoil velocity for colliding black holes exceeding 63 million miles per hour. This speed limit could be part of a larger set of physical laws that apply universally. The researchers aim to prove mathematically that this velocity can't be exceeded using Einstein's relativity equations.
A poem about today's science news. In the style of Robert Frost, a call from the heavens to creators untold, NASA seeks voices, in narratives bold, to tell of the psyche, its journey through space, a tale of discovery in the galactic embrace. In the land of the lone star, a treasure unveiled, bones from the Jurassic, in the earth they had paled, whispers of epochs and creatures unseen, reveal the forgotten, in Texas, pristine. A mystery lurks in the heart of the night, a new cosmic limit, black holes' clandestine flight. Does it challenge our knowledge, this cosmic charade? In the star-swarmed silence, new laws may be made. News from our cosmos, our world and beyond. Unfolding stories of which we are fond. In the dance of the cosmos as we explore, each day brings a mystery, a tale to adore.
Health news.
One person has died from West Nile virus as the state sees more positive pools. KTV Omaha.
The Nebraska Department of Health and Human Services has announced the first death from West Nile virus in the state this year. Over the past 5 years, the state has averaged 6 deaths annually from the virus, which is spread through mosquito bites.
2 more Coloradans dead after contracting West Nile virus. 9 News, ComQSA.
2 more people have died from the West Nile virus in Colorado, raising the state's total to 5 this year. The victims were residents of Larimer and Boulder counties. So far this year, there have been 72 reported cases of the virus in the state.
San Francisco hit with tidal wave of fentanyl overdose deaths as city on track to set grim record. New York Post.
San Francisco is experiencing a surge in drug overdoses, with fentanyl being the primary cause. The city is on track to surpass its 2020 record for overdose deaths. Critics blame liberal policies for exacerbating the issue, and the city's response has been criticized as insufficient.
Entertainment news.
Barbie rehearsal footage shows Ryan Gosling as Ken cracking up Greta Gerwig. Watch USA Today.
Ryan Gosling's behind-the-scenes rehearsal footage for his role as Ken in the Barbie movie was released by Atlantic Records. The video showcases Gosling preparing for his musical performance of I'm Just Ken and has sparked delight and Oscar buzz among fans.
Melissa Joan Hart says she was nearly fired from Sabrina the Teenage Witch over Maxim shoot. Hollywood Reporter.
Melissa Joan Hart shared a recollection of one of her worst days on the Pod Meets World podcast, where she was nearly fired from Sabrina the Teenage Witch due to a Maxim photo shoot. Violating her contract with Archie Comics, the Maxim cover suggested nudity with the line, "Sabrina, your favorite witch without a stitch." This happened on the same day she got fired from Scary Movie and broke up with her boyfriend. The issue was resolved after Hart wrote an apology letter.
Charity Lawson, Doten Olubeko T's wedding plans, life after the Bachelorette extended, E.T. Canada.
A poem about today's entertainment news. Style, Emily Dickinson. A dollhouse of Hollywood grand, where Gosling as Ken makes his stand, and Gerwig's laughter rings out loud, a ballet on a plastic cloud. Meanwhile, Sabrina's witchy spell, held captive in a glossy cell, Hart's Maxim gaze, a risky flight, dancing on the edge of night, and then Lawson and Doten's fate of life after a televised date. A bachelorette's love unfurls in the spotlight's dizzying whirls. In this theatre of dreams and play, where stars by day and witches sway, life and art in strange duet, a never-ending pirouette.
You ever notice how we're so concerned with celebrities instead of the real issues? Like, seriously, folks, Melissa Joan Hart almost fired for a Maxim shoot? That's a headline that gets my attention. Not because I care about Melissa's employment status, but because it highlights our obsession with Hollywood drama. We've got Microsoft over here adding Python to Excel, which I'm sure is some high-tech wizardry that'll change the world. But hey, let's prioritize a soap opera star's photo shoot. And then there's fantasy football. Now, I know about as much about fantasy football as I do about astrophysics, but I do know that if we put as much energy into solving world problems as we do into draft tiers and salary values, we might be onto something. Speaking of problems, there's the West Nile virus in Colorado. 2 more folks have died, but you won't hear about it between the uproar over daring photo shoots and football trades. We've got a crisis on our hands, and it's rapidly being buried under the nonsensical. And speaking of the nonsensical, we've got a surge in fentanyl overdose deaths in San Francisco, a city that's already teetering on the edge. Do we care? Not as much as we enjoy watching Ryan Gosling crack up during a Barbie rehearsal. The Globe's a great actor, I'll give him that, but do we need to know every time he giggles? Finally, there are the scientists who have discovered a new black hole that may shake up our understanding of physics. We're talking universe-altering information here, but it seems we're more interested in the universe of celebrities than the actual universe we live in. In conclusion, folks, we need to get our priorities straight. Let's focus on the real issues, not the drama of Hollywood or the football field. And most importantly, let's take a moment to appreciate the mysteries of our grand universe, more than the mystery of whether an actor can keep a straight face or not during rehearsal. Can you imagine what Globey would say about that?
Now, a couple of dad jokes for you.
Guy told me today he did not know what cloning is. I told him, that makes 2 of us. Why was the shirt happy to hang around the tank top? Because it was armless. The other day, my wife asked me to pass her lipstick, but I accidentally passed her a glue stick. She still isn't talking to me.
Hope you enjoyed today's AI-generated News Digest Daily, AGNDD Intellireport. Like, subscribe, and click the bell button to get notified during new uploads. And make sure to tune in next time to the future of news. Stay safe and healthy. Cheers.